My name is Carmen Moretti, and I'm from Scottsdale, Arizona. It was suggestion therapy.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
The old
It was
training.
just suggestion therapy.
Oh, okay.
But the suggestion therapy was just, we would do a short intake and find out what they wanted, and we would do some affirmations, and then we would read the script and insert the suggestions, and
Insert like
insert.
pre-written suggestions.
No, it was their suggestions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good.
But it was just inserted into like this canned script. It was the same for everyone. You know, this beautiful metaphoric relaxation. It was all progressive relaxation. All of it. There was no other kind of induction.
Oh.
So they didn't learn anything but just how to relax their bodies. And
so just one induction.
One style.
One style.
Yeah, and each script had it built in, and it was always, from either the top to the bottom or from the top or bottom to the top.
Yeah.
And muscle group by muscle group. So I got real good at that.
Yeah.
And then just reading and learning how to do the voicing, I learned that. But I didn't learn how to process emotions. I didn't learn how to do any work, no analytical hypnosis whatsoever. No real deep work. It was just inserting suggestions, and that alone wasn't enough for most of the people that I was trying to help.
Yeah.
And I felt like I didn't know enough. I felt like I couldn't help everybody that walked into my room because I didn't have the tools. I knew I didn't have the tools. I felt insecure. And not only that, but I never went to hypnosis that whole time.
Wow.
Yeah, because progressive relaxation is really nice, but it didn't get me out of my analytical mind because I'm pretty busy in there, and I needed more things to go on, and I didn't realize that. So I never experienced it. So because I never experienced it, I didn't have the belief. When people would sit in front of me, I didn't know how to give them that confidence that they could actually heal, they could have a catharsis, that they could change their lives. And now I know it. I absolutely know it.
So did you get into hypnosis?
Here?
Yeah.
So many times.
Yeah.
I don't even know how many times.
Yeah.
And each time it's deeper and deeper, and it's so meaningful, and so it touches me.
So I guess it's the difference. I hear you saying it's suggestions, which is great, but it's not transformation.
No transformation. No little teeny baby step of improvements, but it was like traditional therapy. I found my clients wanting to just really dump on me, give me all of their story, and they got so emotional, and I didn't know how to handle that. I had no skills other than listening.
Sure.
And sometimes I would help reframe a little, but I didn't have any training and skills on how to really help them to come to get out of that emotion and out of the pain. I didn't know how to get them out of the pain and get them into a place of power and healing. I didn't know how to do it. And now I do. Now I do. I've experienced it for myself as the client, and I've experienced it as the hypnotherapist. Now I know it's real. Now I can give them the belief. And it's amazing.
What touches you? It seems like it's really important to you.
What touches me?
Yeah, I can see your emotion. Yeah.
I am, because I want people to heal. I want them to have what I've experienced, to get out of their own way. It's huge. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm coming to life.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what kind of, you're gonna, yeah.
Really
beautiful.
happy.
Yeah.
Tears of joy.
Good.
Yeah.
About being here, about
Yes.
coming here? Yeah.
And everything I've received. Yeah.
Wow.
And being able to give that to other people. I want people to feel this joy. Even though I've got tears, I feel so much joy in my heart.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I just feel like I'm a new person. Because I am transforming, because I'm getting out of my way. Because I'm learning to be comfortable with myself in front of others. I've never had that before.
Wow. To be authentic. Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's free.
Tell us a little bit about crying also. About your personal experience and transformation with hypnosis.
For example, in classroom, up until I started working with Angela, with you, I would sit in the classroom and I would take notes furiously, but I couldn't absorb anything because I was too aware of myself. And I didn't know I was aware of myself until I became unaware of myself.
Like self-conscious.
Yes, so self-conscious. It was so painful. I couldn't form questions. I couldn't learn. Really, I couldn't learn. I was like, why am I not learning? I'm just so like afraid of being on display. Reading in class. I could not ask a question. And when you would get to me when it was my turn to share for something, when we had to, I was so scared, like shaking inside. And even reading. And reading, I'm more calm because I feel comfortable about my reading abilities. But after I would stop, I was like all this sympathetic nervous system stuff going on. My mouth was dry and my blood was going up and down. And then I was like, oh, you didn't sound very good. Judging myself. Always judging myself. I'm not doing that. The last 2 weeks, when I read out loud, I'm not shaking anymore. I actually can form questions, and I've interjected here and there. I never did that before. And I'm comfortable, and I'm noticing myself comfortable. And yeah, I had no idea what a huge thing it was. But it is enormous because it was stopping me from being who I am. It was stopping me from being able to help other people because I was too worried about what anybody else around me was going to think of me. And I didn't even know it.
Wow.
Until I stopped doing it.
Yeah. There's that old saying that the practitioner can only take the client as far as they've gone. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I wouldn't have been able to help them go past that.
Right.
Because I hadn't done it.
Yeah. But
now I know. Yeah, and I'm doing my homework, and I know the power of my homework, and I know how good I feel, and it's that simple. It is that simple.
And when you speak about homework, you mean?
I mean, putting myself in this beautiful feeling space,
like the exercises that I have.
And repeating my suggestions, and I repeat them to the point that I hear it in my ears, and I feel it in my body.
Yeah.
And it is meaningful, and it changes the way I feel in an instant. And I get to the point where I'm grateful. And then it's after my suggestions are done, I keep going. Because thank you, God, for my doggies. Thank you for my husband. Thank you for my body. Thank you for Tim. Thank you for Anula. I went through every single person in my class last night. All of the coaches, you two, everybody. And I was just like so happy, and I fell asleep doing that. Yeah. Yeah, it's just amazing, and I'm eternally grateful. I've got people already that want to work with me, and I'm just going to begin.
That's right.
Yeah.
Very good. And would you recommend our training?
Oh, heck yeah. There is no training that's better than yours.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't. I know that. I've had the other.
That's right. You already had one experience.
Yes, a 300-hour clinical experience that is supposed to be a training that prepares you to do all of these things, but it didn't even come close. So, and I know that now because I have had the real training.
Mm-hmm.
I know that what I had before was kind of fluff, and now what I have is the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, I feel blessed.
What do you think about the supervised practice?
Well, thank you for bringing that up, because that's a huge difference in my first training, and that was something that always bothered me, because every time we get together in groups, we have a coach sitting next to us. And they're there to help correct us and guide us and make sure that we're doing it as we need to be so that we don't make mistakes, so that we don't learn so that we don't learn our mistakes and think they're correct. Because what I learned in the first training that I had was there was no correction, no instruction whatsoever when we were working. We were working with the public. These people would come in for like $10 sessions, and we would have another student who had the same level of learning as we did sitting next to us and evaluating us. There was no expert evaluation until the last practicum. We had to bring somebody in and do a session in front of our teacher, and that was the only time. And that was how we would graduate, and they told us that we were clinical hypnotherapists.
Wow.
From one experience.
Wow.
Yeah, not good enough. I knew I didn't have the good training.
Of course.
Yeah, that's why I didn't feel confident, because I didn't have any instruction.
Of course.
It was just lecture, and then breaking up in one-on-one students, but no instructor to help us. So, not good enough.
Not good enough. Now you know the difference.
Yes.